To Natalie and Dan's wedding. It gives me great pleasure to make a speech. Can I just say how wonderful Natalie looks today? I'm extremely proud parent. So, where it all began. So 33 years ago, on the 5th of August 1991, Natalie was born, and my first thought was how wonderful. We've got a daughter to go with, where's our son? Life couldn't be happier. I kid you not, within 5 seconds that second thought flashed by. Oh my God, I've got a daughter. One day she's going to get married. And one day I'll have to stand up and make a speech in front of a load of strangers. That day is upon us. I'm glad to say that thought won't be with me anymore after today. But so the little fact about Natalie, if you're not aware of this next fact, then I'm surprised, but Natalie is actually a middle child. And she's never forgiven us for this fact. So over the years she's let us know on a regular basis. So there's lots of positives and negatives about being a middle child. And one of the positives is that you get handed down all the clothes from your eldest sibling. Unfortunately for Natalie, in her case, it's Wes. We thought she looked rather dashing in purple corduroy trousers with a lovely crew neck yellow jumper. And I'm a great advocate of keeping our children warm, so I ensured that she was always tucked in. So you've got that lovely image of her. There are pictures on your tables of Natalie. No, there's not really. I did think about it, but I thought better of it.
Good move.
So of course, she wore these lovely clothes, and it wasn't until years later then, back in those days in the 90s, we printed out pictures, so she has seen those photographs, and again, like I say, she's mortified and never forgiven us. So a few years passed, and Amanda became pregnant with our third child. And Natalie was quite forthright in her opinions, being 4 or 5, that she'd like a baby sister. I can confirm that practice doesn't make perfect. And out popped Callum. Again, there's a bit of a theme going on, but Natalie never forgave us this fact either. And you know what they say, we've got 3 children. We've got golden child number 1, Wes, middle child number 2, Natalie, and sport child, Callum, number 3. He knows. So we fast forward a few years, and we decided where we lived in Birstall that we'd have an extension on the back of our house across the back with a lovely pitched roof that just pitched under Natalie's bedroom window. So once the extension was done, Natalie and Wes became very domesticated, very helpful, and they used to go to the corner shop with their 50p pocket money. And obviously back in those days, Mandy'd say, just get me 20 pence in the hedges while you can, which they duly obliged. Unbeknown to us, when we put them to bed, Wes would sneak out his bedroom, across the landing into Natalie's bedroom, and they'd climb out the bedroom window onto the pitched roof and sneak round the corner and smoke all Mandy's Dockers. I'm led to believe this went on for a few years, but we didn't find out until many years later when the confession started. So we fast forward a few more years, and we decided to move house. We decided that we'd outgrown this particular house, so we put the house on the market when Natalie was about 14, and unfortunately it took us about a year to sell the house, which meant when we finally moved, Natalie was 15. It did mean that the plan was to move locally, but unfortunately for Natalie we didn't. We moved from the north of the county to the south of the county, which meant that Natalie lost all of her friends and was going to spend the last year in the new school, Council. Again, shout out to Council. Again, Natalie never forgave us for this fact. I must admit that last year was tough for us all, especially Natalie. But she got through it, made new friends, and with this new house slightly bigger, we started to have a few parties round of our house. And this particular night, the front door knocked, and unfortunately, Mandy and I never, unfortunately, Mandy and I never got to that front door first. It was in fact Emma got to the front door. Now, Emma, if you don't know, Emma's very straight talking, and she opened the front door, looked this young man up and down, and said, "Well, who the fuck are you?" So, which he replied, "Oh, I'm Dan, Natalie's friend." Well, she looked him up and down again and said, "Well, you best fucking come in then, haven't you?" This didn't put him off. He came in and met the family. And I'm a great, again, believer of first impressions. Mandy and I made 3 pointers. First of all, ginge. Secondly, muscles. They're big tattoos. But who were we to say, it's what our daughter liked, and we've been told that. Down in Cornwall before, haven't you? So the moral of the story is that hopefully Natalie has forgiven us for moving. Otherwise, Dan may not have been sitting here now. So I'd just like to finish off by saying that how proud I am of Natalie. She's turned out to be a wonderful daughter, a fantastic mother to 3 gorgeous children, Riley, Rogan and Harper. And Mandy and I are so pleased that she has a daughter to experience the ups and downs that we went through. And Natalie's ensured me that Harper is not going to dress up in Rogan's clothes. So finally, I'd just like to say to Natalie, you'll always be my number 1 daughter. Thank you very much. Could you raise your glasses to Natalie and Dan, please?